Good morning and welcome to this Tuesday edition of First Local Mornings. It is September the 7th. I gotta love a week that starts with skipping Monday, because if ever there were a soul-sucking day, for me that day is Monday.
Monday it is.
And the benefit of a long weekend, of course, is the ability to, very efficiently just kind of say, no, Monday's not happening this week. We're going to skip right to Tuesday, and would that we could do that every week.
So tacos today, absolutely. Sorry, Amy, it's just going to stick with tacos today. You had a beautiful weekend, even though the skies opened up. And I
attended a lovely.
Sorry, I was just going to say before that, we have a new weather person today. Just today. I wonder who it could be. You're in for a shocker. So, beautiful weekend.
So, lovely wedding I attended, and congratulations to Alicia and Yuri. They were going to have a beach wedding. Imagine the idyllic nature of a beach wedding right on Lake Superior.
Beauty.
But if any of you remember the weather on Saturday, and I was getting ready and carefully considering my outfit, but looking at the weather forecast and was like, the wedding was set to happen at 4 o'clock. The percentage of rain, percentage of precipitation at 4 o'clock was 99%.
The pop.
So I needn't have worried. They also were capable of reading the weather. So everything had been moved indoors. The garage had been really set up in a beautiful fashion. They had a lovely tent, which they may have already had in place anyway. But regardless, the wedding went off without a hitch. It was beautiful. Everybody who attended had a great time. From what I could see, I certainly had a great time.
Mm-hmm. Open bar?
Yeah. No.
Perfect.
All right. Yes. Well, what was your weekend like?
My weekend was great. I will say it was very relaxing, and watched a lot of movies. That's about it. And I did say I was going to do that. I was just going to turn off this weekend, and I did.
Good.
I did.
Yes.
And from what it looked like, it was a beautiful weekend outside. I don't know. A couple of days were a little bit rainy, but yeah, I had a great time. And I too do believe Mondays should be void and defunct.
Yes. 8:04.
There you. So, and with that, I'd like to introduce our new weather person for today. She's bold, she's beautiful, and she's the lady in red.
I'm sassy. Today I am Craig, as well as Heidi. Craig will be back tomorrow. So I'm going to talk to you about the weather for the next 3 days. So if you can look to your screen, you will see that today and tomorrow we have a significant chance of thunderstorms. So significant, I'm going to go ahead and say that they're going to happen. Although, the weather specialist in me says there's a high probability that they will happen. And they could affect the watershed, but we'll certainly get a statement issued if that is to happen. Looking at temperatures, today 19 degrees, tomorrow 16 degrees, with Thursday popping in at 18 degrees. And Thursday, the rain looks like it will have subsided. However, it will still remain cloudy. The sun may make an appearance, but again, that is to be seen. So back to you, Heidi and Colette.
Thank you very much. We are going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about a few serious collisions that occurred over the weekend. There was active forest fires in Gooley, as well as the APH is reporting another COVID and a region's 7th COVID-19 related death. We do hope you had a great weekend. We are happy that it's Tuesday and happy you're here, and we'll be right back after this break.
Family owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today. First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information.
Do your part to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. Cough into your elbow, not into your hand or in the air. Avoid touching your face, eyes, and mouth. Keep your distance from people. Stay at least 6 feet away from others. If you're feeling sick, please just stay home. Do the 5 and keep others alive. Help stop the spread of COVID-19.
All right.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings on this Tuesday edition, post-Labor Day, Tuesday, September the 7th. As we teased earlier, Algoma Public Health has issued the following statement with regard to reporting the region's 7th COVID-19 related death. So this came out yesterday. It is with great sadness that today we are reporting the region's 7th death related to COVID-19. Out of respect for the family, no further information is being shared. Algoma Public Health offers sincere condolences to the family, friends, and caregivers affected by this loss and throughout this difficult time, and this, of course, coming from Dr. Jennifer Liu, the Medical Officer of Health. This tragic loss highlights the seriousness of this virus, and Algoma Public Health commends all those who have worked to prevent COVID-19 and the spread in our communities. We ask every Algoma resident to continue doing their part to protect our community members, including getting fully vaccinated against COVID-19.
Thank you very much. Hi. And a collision occurred on Saturday, shortly after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, September the 4th. Emergency services responded to an accident, again, at Great Northern Road and Second Line. This is not the first time we've heard about accidents at this intersection.
No, for sure.
So according to an individual with ties to this collision, the southbound gold car was lost control and collided with the black vehicle waiting to turn left onto Great Northern Road, which, you know, is an extremely busy corner there at the best of times, especially in the afternoon. One occupant of the black vehicle was taken to the hospital. Emergency services remained on the scene for nearly an hour dealing with this incident. I'm sure if you were in the area, you were affected by the traffic.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, it seems to have been like a pretty busy weekend, like a lot of diverse things happening. An active forest fire was confirmed in Gooley. Yeah. So yeah, it was, as are many things, initially confirmed on social media. So if it's on Facebook, it must be true.
Always.
But then backed up, of course, fire services with assistance from Algoma Power. They were able to extinguish the fire, thank goodness, probably helped in large part to the significant rain that fell. But anyway, partnership of 2 powerful agencies. Unconfirmed reports initially were that the fire was caused by a tree that had contacted power lines. So then, according to the ministry, well, MND, MNF, RF, I'm going to talk to Dan about these acronyms. Come on, Dan, help a girl out here. Seriously?
What is it?
MND, MNRF. So Ministry of National Defense.
Resources, Forestry, and Development.
Thanks, Dan. We're going to talk.
Way to go, Dan. We get enough from Steve Childs. We have to have it during our stories, too.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah. So that is the update because updates were pending. So that was the update. So the fires have been contained. They have been extinguished. And congratulations to fire services and Algoma Power for safely rectifying the situation. There we go.
There you go, and I think you did very well breaking down that acronym. And Steve, if you know that acronym, throw it out to us.
Yeah. Steve, where were you?
Like just when you're in a pinch, we needed to call a friend. We had a lifeline there. Anyway, I don't know what was going on September the 4th other than the rain that was affected by that wedding. There was another collision that occurred, and this time it was McNabb Street. And again, another place where there's a lot of collisions that occur. According to witnesses, a black SUV came off Bryan Avenue without stopping and T-boned the red van. The van came to a rest in a bush just missing a hydro pole, which, as you know, we discussed last week, doing that would cause several homes without power. Call before you dig, I believe is what we said.
That is what we said.
Yes, right. Multiple people have confirmed to Sioux Online the occupants of the SUV took off, though, in this instance from the collision, and they traveled north, Heidi. North, because I know how much you love direction. They identified them as one man, one female, and one child. No one who remained on scene was seriously injured. Police have multiple units in the area and traffic was slow. So, excuse me, it's just written in the present. Police did have multiple units. So stay with Sioux Online, as I know Lincoln, who was with us on Friday, and thank you, Lincoln, for that. It's very busy trying to get these press releases out, so I'm sure we'll hear from him today with regards to some what happened. But they probably were all held for wash court.
Wash court, weekend and statutory holiday.
And
there's an acronym I can get out of my head. Anyway, see where I almost went with that, and I didn't, because it's only Tuesday, and I still have much coffee to consume before this day gets underway for me.
Hey, it's Tequila Tuesday, maybe.
Tequila Tuesday.
Oh,
What?
Oh, she's drinking the word.
What? No. No.
Drinking the word.
I still have to get the kids ready for school. There's some shopping left to do.
Oh, that's happening this week.
That's right. That is happening this week.
Yeah, I
you
know.
know. Yeah, Thursday for us. I mean,
For me too.
Down south, and you are going to talk about that. Some school boards are already underway, but no, here in the Sioux, it's going to happen on Thursday. So I mean, we want to ease everybody back into it. Ease them back into it. So you go Thursday, Friday, weekend off, back on Monday for the full Monte. Ooh.
That's naked, if anybody's wondering.
Okay,
we got sidetracked there.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay, so we've been talking for a long time about the frontline responders, the myriad of things that they have to deal with, right, on a day-to-day basis. I talk a lot to my dear friend and happening to be the wife of my cousin, Elijah, whom everybody has heard me talk about, although I haven't said much about him lately, and that's not for any reason other than we've both been busy. Elijah. Yeah, he's the guy to know. Anyway, his wife...
paramedics.
Yeah, his wife is a paramedic. Her name is Kara, so I do call her the Kara-medic. At any rate, a combination of factors has caused DSAB, which is the District of Sault Ste. Marie Social Services Administration Board, the paramedic division of this agency. So a significant combination of factors has caused them to be strained over the past 18 months. After hearing... Okay, so after our reporter Dan had heard that Niagara Falls, did I just suddenly head to the Bronx? Or after hearing that Niagara Falls had 105 overdose-related calls last Monday, Dan did reach out to Mike Nadeau, who is the CEO of DSAB, for the numbers specific to Sault Ste. Marie, and he confirmed that we had 75 calls for such service in July of last year and 77 calls this year in 2021. And these include suspected opioid-related, non-opioid-related, and alcohol-related calls. Now, of course, opioid calls refer to drugs like fentanyl, while non-opioid would be considered heroin and cocaine. Oh. Okay. Anyway, the opioid crisis has added significant strain on our local paramedic system and our paramedics as a whole. Oftentimes, community members suffering from addictions have also additional untreated healthcare needs, and this is one of the factors why the DSAB was in such full support of the community wellness bus, and we did bring you coverage of the community wellness bus. So. You know, they're just kind of trying to recognize that paramedics are very human, just like the rest of us. And in addressing, all of these additional calls during a pandemic, obviously this is going to take a toll on the mental health, on the physical health of those frontline responders. So, of course, Mike Nadeau is encouraging anyone who noticed someone in need of immediate medical care to call 911 The dispatchers, the paramedics are trained to assign and attend to the most serious calls first. If you do know of somebody who is suffering from an addiction, you're encouraged to reach out to any of the resources available to you through organizations throughout the city. So yeah, you know, they're being called to address things that I guess that are falling outside of their specific training. So the city is working hard to address full support services.
A few other things happened downtown other than the red and white games, which I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about today, because that was a heck of a weekend to see the Greyhounds back on the ice both Friday and Sunday. But unfortunately, like I said, there's a lot of other things happening downtown on Queen. And again, just to follow up with your story, on September the 3rd, which is Friday afternoon around 2 o'clock, while patrolling laneways in the downtown area, officers with the Bicycle Patrol Unit came across a man who was unresponsive. The officers immediately administered naloxone and began performing CPR. They revived the man.
Okay.
The man went to the SAH, and Chief Hughes is calling and saying, congratulations to this officer who saved a life. I can't imagine how that would feel the next day. I know my dad, who's probably watching, has done that a few times with his job. So quite the hero that day. So congratulations. But if you or someone you know, as Heidi said, is using opioids, there are resources for them, and they are free. And like today, just like this officer did, it could save a life. We are going to hit a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the People's Party of Canada and remind you that on Wednesday of this week at 1 o'clock, we will be holding our live debate with all candidates with Heidi Danica hosting.
Yes. Asking the hard questions.
We'll be right back after this 60-second break.
First Local, supported by the Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre, where adventure takes off. First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
When I found out I had cancer, it was the hardest day of my life. But life is bigger than cancer.
First Local, supported by United Way. Help make your community a better place. Show your local love and donate today.
Right now. Okay. September the 7th. We love our 4-day weeks, and I do feel that the person who invented the 5-day week is a man, so thank you very much. I've always said that, come on, like, who invented 5 with 2 off? It's just not humanly possible. But yes, Monday is beautiful to have off, as Heidi mentioned. So thanks for joining us, and I hope you've had a coffee, and I'm going to need a few as well. Again, before we through to a commercial, I want to tell you that at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, we are going to be asking all the hard questions. Not the hard questions. You know what? They're just real questions. We want to know, answers to the questions that we've received from our viewers. So we appreciate those who have participated thus far. If you do have a video, or if you have a question that you would like us to submit and say this question to all 4 candidates on Wednesday, September the 8th at 1 o'clock, submit them to our email address, which Mike will pop up at the bottom of the screen, I'm sure, because it is on its way. It is a Gmail account. So we're going to send that. But thank you very much to those who have already done so. So on TV, to ends, please, firstlocal@gmail.com. We do have several categories that we're going to speak about from that day. Economy, COVID, like what's going on with the businesses.
Right.
Personally, I'd like to know what they're going to do about the residential schools here in Algoma region, not just to St. Mary, in the region. And it's federal elections, it's a federal question. I hope they better have a good answer.
That's right. That's right. Well, okay. So we received a press release from with regards to the Sault Film Festival 2021, the lineup and schedule. I was super excited. I didn't know that we had one here. Okay, I was getting
We know that,
Mike, but
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Sorry, we're getting spoken to in our ear. You can't hear us talking, but yes, I assure you we are talking to someone else.
So the Sault Film Festival announces its selection of narrative and documentary features, shorts, music videos, and animation for 2021, placing an emphasis on Great Lakes films and filmmakers, but of course the entry was open to the worldwide community. It is being hosted in Sault, Michigan, at the historic Sault Theatre at the Bayless Public Library, a Superior District Library, and this will be happening over the 15th and the 16th. So there, I have put it out there for any American viewers who do watch from Sault, Michigan, and I know sometimes my cousins and my Aunt Nancy watch. So there you have it. Of course, Canadians are not able to cross over in this moment, but we look forward to hearing the results of the film festival, and we encourage all residents of Sault, Michigan to attend.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Well, enjoy your film festival, Sault, Michigan.
There.
Okay, we are going to have... I was going to talk about the People's Party of Canada, because Dan has sent out questions to all the different parties. And thank you again to the candidates who have been great at answering them and getting them back. So these are posted to our page. Most recently, we do have the People's Party of Canada. Casper's several questions and answers are posted to our website. So before Wednesday's debate, we'd love for you, please, to go ahead and read about each of the candidates' questions, answers to the questions that we have posed. And again, I'm really excited about Wednesday. I really am. I know that we're repeating this again at 7 and 8 o'clock in the evening, as well as Saturday and Sunday at noon. So if you can't get enough of Heidi and Colette every day, oh my God, I mean, a few more times for you.
How could there be enough? Come on.
What question are you going to ask? Are you going to throw that like you know, that twister, like, you know, when you're in an interview and you ask that question, you know, one of those, you just throw it one of those.
Well, I think I'm going to pick one question and I'm just going to keep rewording it to see if the answer changes, because it's a really popular strategy when you're asking questions of an individual. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Ha! You changed your answer. That's not you. Rewind the tape.
Are you lying now or were you lying then? Nah. Ever professional and completely respectful. That's my MO.
For sure. We're
yeah.
also going to be doing election night, which is the 20th.
Keeping it classy, Sue Online.
Ooh. Good thing there's no teleprompter today.
That's right, because I will read
Whatever
shows
is written
up
on the teleprompter.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, if the sound on your phone was turned up last night, you will have received the Amber Alert.
Yeah.
I am very happy to report that the 3-year-old girl who was at the center of that Amber Alert has been found, and she is safe. According to the Barrie Police, the child had been seen with a 27-year-old man on Monday afternoon in the Lampman Lane Park area. They did issue the Amber Alert just before 2 a.m. The police had said at the time there was no indication the two were in a car, and believed no indication the two of them were in a car, and believed they were either in Barrie or Guelph. The Amber Alert was in fact canceled just before 5 a.m. and Barrie Police said the girl had been found safe and was being returned to the area. So we are expecting more details to be released today, which of course we will bring to you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. So as you said, big week this week. Not only are we on at 1 o'clock and 7 and 8 on Wednesday or tomorrow.
Yep.
The schools are going back. So I hope you guys took advantage of the long weekend to get some extra stuff, rulers, erasers, which by the way, I did receive a very a COVID list to follow about what to purchase this year. So I think I have 2 of the 15 items that were on that. So we're starting off on a good foot. Yes. Anyways, we did talk a little bit last week about this wave coming through, the Delta variant, and how that might look in the fall. Again, we still wanted to look into it. We don't exactly take every outlet's word for it. You know, you want to do our own checks, our due diligence, let's say. So, but again, we do have a lot of articles coming out with regards to altering the school systems, and this one comes from Toronto. Again, as you said, it's the first day back from summer break for most in Southern Ontario, which is quite scary considering the numbers that they did pull up in that part of the province. Classes resumed, including the Blue Water District School Board in the District School Board of Niagara and Halton, which is my own stomping grounds as well. Some other boards, including the largest, the TDSB, Toronto District, will start on Thursday, which I think is great that there's delaying that a little bit. I think the JKs, SKs are going first, and they're just staggering the process. Read more COVID-19 and vaccinated Ontario schools will get tested 2 times per week, and it's saying some of the boards are requesting. This will be the 3rd school year in which classes are affected by COVID-19 pandemic. The Ontario Ministry of Education, who is led by the one, the only Minister Stephen Lecce, has set guidelines to schools to bid to slow the spread of the virus, which include requirements that the staff and students self-screen for COVID-19 each day and wear masks.
Yes.
The ministry also requires that all boards offer, as well as in-class learning, remote learning. So just when you thought that you were happy they're going back to school, maybe you still have decided to keep them at home, and good luck to you.
That's right. Yep. A strong choice. A strong choice. Well, you know what? I'll rip through the most recent update. There hasn't really been an update to the provincial numbers since Sunday. On Sunday, Ontario did report 811 new cases of COVID-19, which was down from a day earlier when the province recorded the highest number in more than 3 months, and it was just over 900. The province is also reporting 3 new virus-related deaths on Sunday, but notes that 2 of them occurred more than 2 months ago and are now being captured due to data cleanup. Health Minister Christine Elliott says that 643 of the most recent infections are in people who are not fully vaccinated or whose vaccination status isn't known. 266 people are hospitalized with the virus, only 32 of whom are, I love it when people use whom, but only
when they use it
32,
correctly, it's even better.
right? Only 32 of whom are fully immunized. The provincial data is now showing that 179 people are in intensive care due to COVID-19, with 104 patients on a ventilator. So Elliott says that the province has administered nearly 21 million doses of a COVID-19 vaccination, and data shows that nearly 83% of residents ages 12 and up have had at least 1 dose of the vaccine, while 77.1% are fully immunized with 2 shots.
Thank you very much, Heidi. Well, we'll be right back after the commercial break. We are going to talk a little bit about what you did on the weekend. So get your social media questions ready.
Yes.
Send them in. We're going to hear from Heidi Craig today. Heidi Craig. We'll be right back after this break.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
You don't need a media monkey to make healthy choices. Think for yourself. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
First Local, supported by Nogda Windeman Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,000, tax included. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
Good morning and welcome back to this Tuesday edition of First Local Mornings. You are here with Colette and Heidi. We are both grateful to have skipped over Monday and are calling for the political leaders to eliminate Monday from the work week.
Oh, well, maybe we just added a 31st question.
Ooh.
I know Dan was out and about on the streets getting answers and questions answered from our residents, local business owners. That's another question to pose to them. I know, like, local businesses, it's municipal responsibility,
Right.
but you know what? The money trickles down from somewhere, and it comes from that third level, or the first level, I guess. If you work in federal politics, you're number one.
Okay, well, let's do a factoid, and then we can have a look and see what's happening in social media. First of all, there is a local company who reached out to me on the weekend, and I wanted to highlight a promo that they're doing because they bring a lot of joy to a lot of people in this time of the pandemic when we haven't been able to, celebrate the way we'd like to. So I want to take a moment to highlight Yardie Party. Okay, and these are the people that bring you signage. Mike, do you have that little thing? They're doing a giveaway, okay, and so it says, of course, get ready to get booed. How to enter, so you have to go to their site, you have to like and share the post that looks just like this, follow Yardie Party on Instagram and Facebook, tag 3 friends on the original post, okay, Facebook or Instagram, and you will win a free boo sign to anyone you want to wish on Halloween Day. And they have another photo for more details, and you want to make sure you get your bookings in. So the draw will be made on October 1st. And so that was sent to me, so I wanted to make sure we hit that. Factoid number 1. This day in 1976, ABBA. ABBA was number 1 on the UK single chart with Dancing Queen, and this was the group's, oh, look at them in their little outfits. Yeah, so the group's 4th UK number 1 single and their only US number 1 chart topper. The song was a number 1 hit in over a dozen countries and actually stayed at the top of the Swedish charts for 14 weeks. Now, some of you may or may not know, Colette, did you know that they were not actually very fluent in English? They learned their songs phonetically.
Phonetically, that's pretty impressive. We have Babbel.com, and they just learned it phonetically.
Well, yeah.
Wonder how long it took them.
I don't know, but they were very, I thought they did a really great job. So when I found that, I was like, no way, really? Ha ha ha. Wow. Just goes to show. All right, social media. So we have somebody from Sue Online reaching out.
Thank you, Sue Online. We appreciate you being here today, as
That
it
was
is your job to
Kevin?
do so. Hey, did you know, while you're looking, it was a really important news item, is that the federal government did ease travel restrictions for fully vaccinated foreign nationals that we are going to touch on today, because as the midnight quarantine has been lifted, and there's a few other things I want to talk about with that, and I was just filling in the gap while Heidi was scrolling.
What gap? I was trying to find out who Sue Online was. They tell me it's Dan. Hi, Dan.
My
Dan
apologies.
beats everybody to the punch. Good morning, all. Good morning, Dan. Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
Yes. Joseph says hello. Joseph Bertrand from Maker North. Margaret McKegg.
Told you it should be Tequila Tuesday.
Right. Oh, I don't think I was going to help my pronunciation. She says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Mark Jordan and his cats are watching. Hello, Mark Jordan and cats. The intrepid Finn. I'm not sure what your other cat is named, but having so called you out, I bet you I'll get it before the end of this. Cindy Mancini Bromley. We like the official nature of that name, Cindy Mancini Bromley.
Sounds like a fantastic reporter name.
Doesn't it?
I'm Cindy Mancini,
and this has been that.
Allegedly. Yeah. That's all you need to learn how to say, and you're in.
That'd be a great name for a news show, allegedly.
We have a new show coming out with a new name, too. Da, da, da.
A plethora.
Maybe we should get the sign people to post it.
That's right.
Oh, it
yes.
all comes full circle here on the First Locals with Heidi and Colette.
Allie and Ron Rowlandson, good morning, ladies. Offering up 2 cups of coffee. Would that we could just teleport those right here, right now.
Yes.
I am dangerously low. All right. Marilyn Trumbull says, good morning, everyone. I hope that you all had a wonderful weekend. I did.
I had a great weekend.
It was a fantastic weekend. So I hope that you, Marilyn Trumbull, with all the good work that you do, I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. And of course, she offers up twice the sun coming up between 2 great huge tracts of land.
Although not for the next few days.
No, it'd be the clouds obscuring the peaks of the 2 great huge tracts of land. All right, I know, right? Evelyn McColvin says, good morning. You all have a wonderful rainy Monday.
Thank you. You too.
But it is Tuesday, Evelyn. I have to, we got to keep everybody on the same page. So, because it's raining, it might feel like Monday, but it is in fact Tuesday. So
just another minute Monday.
There you go. But good morning to you, and thank you for watching. Jim Whitty says, good morning to all. Well, good morning to you, Jim Whitty. Chris Bridges.
Okay, I'm ready.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. Today's interesting fact. On today's date in 1921 in Atlantic City, New Jersey, the first Miss America pageant, a 2-day event, is held. Okay. Well, interesting, for sure.
I like world peace.
In 1921, I wonder what the events looked like. That would be interesting.
I don't know why I just went to Jane Fonda's workout when you said, not that Jane Fonda would, but whatever. Old is what the answer would be to that question, but they still would, world peace.
Yeah, and the bathing suits would, cover.
Well, nothing says world peace like bikinis, fake boobs, and high heels. Come on.
That's right. Jim Whitty, good riddance to August and the hot weather, and welcome September, the cooler weather and beautiful changing leaves. Yes. Certainly I have noticed, the wedding that I attended was up Highway North, so you did have an opportunity to see the beginning, right? The changing of the leaves. It all seems to happen so quickly. But yeah, I encourage everybody, do take a drive up Highway North. It's beautiful countryside. Take a drive up, Highway 17 East. 638 will offer up a beautiful scene. Or book your ticket for the the Agua train tour, because they are functional.
That's true.
And it will be a shorter season, but they are booking now.
Enjoy nature's fireworks.
Yes. Oh, I like that. Nature's fireworks. Enica.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Did you all have a great long weekend?
Absolutely. In fact, so good, I would like to take it next weekend and the week after that.
Yeah. Did you have a good long weekend, Enica? Do you have a long weekend on this weekend in the Netherlands?
They have quite a few stat holidays in Netherlands.
Mike has another one for us.
Who is it?
Oh.
Marilyn Trumbull?
She's giving you a poop.
Oh my God, I didn't even see the pink. Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate the pink added into the poop emoji. I really do. I do.
Oh, the other cat is Ramses. Of course it is, Mark.
What a good cat name.
Of course it is.
Very good cat name. We are going to rip to a commercial. When we come back, we're going to update you on that story. Like I said, the restrictions that have been lifted.
Yes.
And a few other things that happened over this, what I found to be a glorious, relaxing, long weekend. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
First Local, supported by James Seaton Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
Just once in a while, at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday, September the 7th. Here with Heidi and Colette on this Wicked edition of First Local. Let's be honest, okay?
That's right.
So last week we were talking a little bit about Justin Trudeau and how he's being met. Although the squirrel was, or the chipmunk, I apologize, was,
The best.
yeah, I mean, he enjoyed it. So did the cameraman. For Trudeau's head was here, and then you're looking at the squirrel with the chipmunk, who actually made a little more sense. Actually, anyways, let's just talk a little bit about Justin. Poor guy.
Well, he is being plagued with protesters, that's
Yes.
for sure.
This time rocks, Heidi. I don't know if the chipmunk made it to London, Ontario this past weekend, but Justin sure did, and so did some rock throwing. I'm not going to call them fans at this point. A video circulating on the internet showed an unidentified protester in the crowd throwing small rocks. Okay, well, still rock, and gravel at Trudeau as he was boarding his campaign bus. The gravel also appeared to hit members of the news media and some other unidentified people. There were no reports of injuries. CP leader, as we know him, Aaron O'Toole, condemned the incident in a Twitter post. Well, how very millennial of him. Trudeau has been dogged by protesters throughout the campaign, most of them voicing angry opposition to mandatory vaccinations, the masks, the lockdowns, all the things that kept us safe during a pandemic. A planned event in Bolton in August was cancelled because Trudeau later said that the RCMP determined that he would not be safe if he went to that protest. Well, we're going to call it a protest at this moment because that's what they're seeming to turn out to be.
Throwing rocks, really.
It's super juvenile.
Yeah.
How about you know?
Because casting a vote on the 20th isn't going to be statement enough.
Well, instead, why don't you throw your hat into the position of MP?
Throwing rocks.
Do something positive
This
for
is
a
somebody
change.
who was so moved by whatever it was they were feeling, they decided to grab a mitt full of gravel and lob it into the crowd.
And hit the news media.
Yeah, well, just stop it. What are you doing? Really? Like, at what point has that become like an adult practical thing to do? Like, stop it.
It could have gotten someone's eye.
Right? It's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye while attending a rally, protesting a rally. What if you'd hit one of your supporters, one of your fellow protesters?
What about the chipmunk?
What about the chipmunk? Come on. Knock it off.
Food for thought, people.
Grow up. All right. Speaking of growing up,
No.
like nobody could see this coming. So, you know, we have brought to you multiple reports about stringent regulations being put in place at local universities, but province-wide as well. You know, they're going to let people into residence. You had to be vaccinated. If you weren't fully vaccinated, you had a window of opportunity during which you get vaccinated. There's going to be social distancing. Gonna be. Well, Frosh Week is Frosh Week. Students are students, and they're going to be kids. So.
You're going to have some fun, too, by the way.
Wilfrid Laurier University says now that it is aware of an illegal gathering, an alleged illegal gathering on and near their Waterloo campus on Sunday evening, and will be taking action against those involved. So the university says the gathering was a clear violation of Ontario's public health measures. So in a statement, Ivan Joseph, who is the Vice President of Student Affairs, called it a display of disrespectful behavior in our community that is a threat to the health of everyone in the community, as well as added work for hospitals and healthcare workers who are already overloaded. So this behavior on the part of any Laurier student is extremely disappointing, he said. The statement says the gathering also led to vandalism of both city and university property. So any student who participated in this gathering could face fines under the Reopening Act or Reopening Ontario Act, and will be reviewed under the university's non-academic student code of conduct. A further statement indicates that being a member of the Wilfrid Laurier University community is a privilege, and students who vandalize property and break public health guidelines will be held accountable for their actions. So please think about, Joseph added, please think about what it means to be a Laurier Golden Hawk, how you represent yourself to our communities, and the impact of your choices. Now, Waterloo Police tells another media source that they received a call around 9:30 from Laurier's Special Constable Service reporting that, wow, over 200 people were gathered on Ezra Avenue. So police did attend and helped them to disperse the crowd. No word in this moment on any charges or fines. I think I'm going to follow that story.
The federal government did add to the restrictions about crossing over to for non-essential travelers. If you have received both vaccinations within your 28-day time period between which, as well as waited your 14 days following that second vaccination, you are now added to the list. You're on the list, and you're on the list, and you're on the list, and they are adding some more and some more. This came into effect at midnight, and we wanted to share that with you. Again, we will remind you that, well, even though the film festival is happening, we can't go, but some, they can come to us. Anyway, over to you. Just wanted to update you on that. That was a major change that the federal government made with regards to crossing them over.
I have one more factoid, and I will give you that on this day in 2001, so September 7th, 2001, Michael Jackson reunited on stage with the Jackson 5 at his 30th anniversary celebration in New York City, Madison Square Garden. It ended Jackson's 11-year hiatus from performing in the U.S. Jackson was joined by Eminem, Whitney Houston, Gladys Knight, Britney Spears, and Destiny's Child to celebrate the 30th anniversary of his singing career. I mean, keeping in mind that Michael Jackson was a child star, like he started so young. But yeah, I do remember when they reunited, and like all of the the hullabaloo that resulted, and
You know, just before we throw to a commercial break, I don't know if anybody had the opportunity, but perhaps you should take the time. There's a show called The Wire. It has a few seasons to it, basically based out of Baltimore, and the crime and the drugs that go on in Baltimore was shocking. You hear of Chicago and other places that have such large drug issues on the streets, but Baltimore is one of them. Anyways, the actor Michael K. Williams, who played Omar in the first full season and was excellent in the show, he did pass away at the young age of 54.
Wow.
So we have some more details on that, and there he is on your screen there.
Aww.
Yeah, great actors, played in many different roles.
Yeah.
So our thoughts go out to them, and again, watch The Wire. It's a very good show. It makes you use your brain.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the drive-in that's going on this weekend on Saturday, September 11th at the Metro Retro. And I'm going to talk about the red and white game. Yay, go Greyhounds. We'll be right back.
First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
First Local Mornings, Tuesday, September the 7th. You know, I'm just going to kind of update you on some stories that we've been covering. I have talked to you about, you know, there's crises, really. You know, not a threat to public health or anything, but in the auto industry, that chip shortage that we've been talking to you about continues to be problematic.
Extremely.
And now they're layering the discussion with debates as to whether or not you know, shortages created by this situation are going to be filled with automation, or if they're going to continue to employ humans in the role. And I think that's, you know, that's an ongoing debate for a lot of different industries, right? Because, you know, I mean, while it's nice to employ humans, they are fraught with frailty, sick days, you know, and child care issues and things like that. So really, what does an employer do? But I mean, I would argue that the larger employers, the ones that are bringing down the righteous bucks, in my opinion, should continue insofar as is feasible to employ humans. I don't know. What do you think about that? Your brother works in the auto
my brother works
industry.
for Ford in Oakville, and it was affected. Had quite a few weeks shutdown.
Okay.
The vehicles were ready to go, but clearly cannot be taken out of line and put onto a lot somewhere. They're missing a chip. But seriously, you know, if you want to purchase a vehicle made in 2021 during this time, I'd be going through safety. You know, you get those recalls all the time.
That's right, yeah.
And there's that to be said for. But also, I mean, there's a change in the automotive industry coming down the pipe as well with regards to clean vehicles. And we all love those autonomous vehicles as well, where I guess he's always a DD if you're in an autonomous vehicle, but I digress. Yeah, but seriously, they are thinking, I know, Biden wants to change over all the a lot of the automotive industry to electric vehicles, and you'd be surprised at the year. I do believe it's like 2030. It's not something that's, you know, when you think of the Jetsons, it's pretty soon.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know. My answer to that question is, if they're changing over and they're changing the ideas it's going to electric vehicles, a lot of people may be out of jobs, I don't know, but they'll need the people to put those machinery in, though, and come and fix them when they break down.
Yes.
So, that is the answer to your question,
Yeah.
Alex. You should have tried out for the position of Jeopardy host. What?
I'm not sure if I'd prefer that or Heidi, municipal bylaw officer.
Oh, well, no, you can do that too.
Could I say? I'm sorry, can you please phrase that in the form of a question?
Yeah, see, that answer was kind of wishy-washy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, Friday, if you didn't get the chance to see it, Lincoln Loudit joined us. Very nice of him to do so, because I know he's super busy. And he's going to be very busy after. Yeah, he is. Very busy after this very busy weekend. But we want to take you the time to go and watch that video on our YouTube site. Like, share, subscribe, and as well as it's an article that's posted as well. But he offered up.
She wrote it. It's excellent.
Yes. I was the author, and the editor is sitting beside me. He mentioned several key points for the 2021-22 school year with regards to, you know, children might be riding their bicycles to school a lot more because parents choose that mode of transportation over recycled air that can be obviously found in school buses. Poor kids.
I'm driving my kids.
Yeah, that's recycled air.
You know?
So that more cyclists on the road, and that he also mentioned something pretty important with regards to walkways. Now, these aren't walkways that you would see typically at traffic lights, and you know, you wait, you push, you wait, you hit your elbow to push now, right? And you're waiting there for the hand, and then finally the little man. Why is it a man? Why is it a man walking across the street, but we can't call it a master bedroom? Come on. But that there are these new areas in which it's a yield for the traffic to slow down and yield to people crossing the road. And a lot of these intersections are now in the schoolyards. Also, everyone, the speed limit has been dropped to 40 officially in Sault Ste. Marie and in neighborhoods with schools. So slow down. Do a handstand. That was a handstamper. Ouch, that hurt.
Don't make me say stop it.
But other than school bus safety and cycle safety and children's safety, and thank God school's starting, we need to know what type of weather is going to happen on this fine Thursday.
Are you going to throw to me again?
Yeah. Tell us, Heidi, what about the watershed this weekend?
Well, with significant rainfall expected today and into tomorrow being Wednesday, because of course we've already covered the fact that breaking news, this work week is shortened by one day. Once again, you are looking at temperatures in the range of today, a high of 19 degrees, tomorrow high of 16 degrees, and Thursday a high of 18 degrees, with today and tomorrow looking markedly soggy and thundery and electric-y.
And moist.
And moist, Colette-y, if it's warm. I guess it's not really warm enough to really hit the Colette.
Oh, that is not Colette. You're 14 degrees too cold.
Thursday, cloudy. I never like to say categorically cloudy because you know what, up above the clouds, that sky is blue, and the blue sky never goes away, but the clouds frequently do. So there you go. Your Dr. Seuss version of the weather today.
Hey.
Craig, I've issued the challenge.
He's dropped the gauntlet.
That's right.
You remember when cancel culture dissed Dr. Seuss? Oh, exactly. Exactly.
You know what?
What?
Here's something.
Tell me.
Emma, my 6-year-old, and
Oh
you
my
did
God.
see her. She did make an appearance in the show
Emmy.
on Friday. She was letting me know, she said, Mom, do you know Paw Patrol? And I said, yes, I know Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
And she said, did you know that the police dog, Chase, I said, yes, he's being taken out of the Paw Patrol. Now, I still have to fact check this. I said, why would they take Chase out of the Paw Patrol? She goes, because he's a police, and sometimes they say that in some places the police did some things that were bad, and they can't have a police dog in Paw Patrol. This is my 6-year-old.
I'm dumbfounded.
Commenting
beyond
on
belief.
cancel culture.
So what? Scooby-Doo gets a whole... Okay, first of all, Paw Patrol was the life of Dante. Secondly, and I paid a lot of money for Chase. Third, that's absurd. And it rhymed. Haha.
See there? Oh, Craig. Ugh. Double challenge. Again, that has yet to be fact checked, but it did come from a source that has knowledge of Paw Patrol.
She taught me new words last week. Good words. No, she did.
Okay.
She did. She did. She's brilliant.
My Tiny. She's a sassy one. Do you see the picture of her sleeping in the studio?
I did not. Sleeping away. I do know that Value Village is back open since the province is restricted and levels back up, and I did take a little kick around there, and I enjoy going around the secondhand stores, and I appreciate when you have other clothing that you want to give away, because when you give those clothes away, what happens to them? Well, I read an article this morning that you might not really like it with regards to when they have too much stock, what they do with that overflow. It's pretty disgusting, and I'm going to share it with you when we come right back after this commercial break.
No, I think we're ending.
What?
I just sent you.
I thought you said commercial break in my ear.
Mike,
I don't have my watch on.
I sent you the picture of Emma so that Colette can see it. So on Friday, it was Bring Your Kids to School Day. Dante and Emma were both in the house.
In the hizzy.
They played, they ripped it up, and then this was the end result. It's on Messenger. There you go. Yep, working hard.
Hi, Emmy. We believe you,
working.
Emmy.
My little babe.
Well, I guess tomorrow the commercial comes out with that article. Eh? Sorry, everybody. See you tomorrow. I thought he said...